Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready War Room Edition. Back again as your host, Jim here, and joining me as my co-host,
Nate Dog.
what's up, Nate?
What's up, Jim? How you been?
I'm eating again, man.
Why you have dinner so late every night?
This is not dinner, it's snacks.
Oh,
Yeah,
last
but
episode
anyways,
you were snacking. I need some snacks.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like a coffee thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't like coffee per se, but I like to have coffee.
And that's all the time we have for this episode.
I mean, it's a good way to start the day. It's not like it matters if I drink it or not.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know?
have to have coffee either.
So
Sometimes I get in a coffee kick. Another time, most of the time, I'm like, I don't even have it in the house.
yeah, I've been drinking more chai tea than coffee. But anyway, again, nobody cares about our stuff here because they want to hear headlines, right? They want to hear what the media says that we get to talk about because we know you're too busy to read the articles, so we've read them for you. No, actually, we haven't read them for you, but we could have. But we're going to talk to you about these headlines anyway, and we're going to give you our perspective. And why is our perspective important, Nate?
Or what?
Our perspective. I mean,
Oh, okay,
I
just
can only
checking.
say the word like 3 times. I still couldn't get it right.
Oh, just because we're average veterans, we've been around the world and we know everything.
Yeah, and we know everything because why?
We've never been fact checked.
Booyah. That's what I'm talking about. Booyah. Remember that? Booyah? No. Bohica?
Baba Booey.
Anyways, so yeah. So why don't we go ahead and talk about
Bohica.
some headlines?
Bohica.
Yeah, you remember
Bend
that,
over
right?
here. Bend over. Here it comes again. Here it
Yep.
comes again. Here it is. Here it comes again.
And right off the bat, Epstein's private calendars show meetings with CIA director, Obama White House counsel, and more. Johnny helped us out, got this one for us. Obviously, I wanted to talk about this anyway because Epstein's back in the news, but he pointed me
What?
to a specific article.
What exactly was Epstein? What did he act besides traffic? Supposedly,
You mean his
traffic
official
people.
job?
Yeah. What did he do? What was he?
Oh, sounds like he's a tour guide. I mean, that's
All
on the official side, the legal side. He was, I don't know.
This is the question. What's the question I'm going to ask you?
I don't know. What are you going to ask me?
What's going to happen to these people?
Oh, we ain't even going to know these people. I mean, this is only like, think about it. How long ago did they take Epstein's computer? Now, why did they take
Oh, I don't
Epstein's
know.
computer? Wait. Who took Epstein's computer? Probably people on the list, right? So
Oh, I'm sure.
do you really think we're going to hear the list? Do you really think we're going to get any accurate depiction of what exactly happened? It's going to be a filtered version of people they don't like. Or if it absolutely comes out, like let's say the CIA does get caught in this, they're going to find a way to out him and make him look like it was all him and not the rest of the clowns.
Well, and have you seen those memes? The most secure thing in Washington, Epstein's client list,
Right.
because everything else is getting leaked and put
Right,
out there.
exactly.
So
Like the justice, the whatever SCOTUS people released the decision a month or early, and we can't figure out who released that, right? But
Oh,
then
yeah,
we track down some young kid who put some classified stuff out on whatever, and now all of a sudden this Epstein's like, come on, man! If you people are falling for this crap, I mean, you ain't got to be a genius to figure it out. The real question though, Nate, is what can you do? What can people do? And I think we talked about like the last episode
you have
when
an
Bud.
insurrection.
Well, right. Well, apparently you can, but if you do it on the right team, it's not an insurrection. It's a
Mm-mm.
mostly peaceful protest.
You have to do it at state capitals when your party is in power, and it's
Right.
okay.
Exactly. Because that is a real insurrection. According to them, those are insurrections. But we don't talk about this stuff anymore. There's a lot of stuff that's not in the media anymore. Gun stuff, the immigrant down in Mexico that was illegal, that shot those people, or well, the gun shot the people. I guess he didn't shoot it. But I mean, a lot of this stuff just disappears. So if you can't tell what they're doing, I mean, if any, let's put it this way, Nate, if the government was your spouse, you wouldn't be married anymore. But yet people take this crap, they deal with it, and then they go home and complain about what's happening in their house, and they're like, oh, well, well, come on, people, you can't be that stupid. You just can't be. I mean, now don't get me wrong. If you don't know what to do about it, I get that. That's probably the harder part. Like, how do you overthrow a government? Overthrow. I don't want to say overthrow. Gosh, they'll think I'll start an insurrection. How do you get rid of, a corrupt government? And we're seeing right now, for example, like, what do? You vote him out? Come on, dude. We got a Fetterman in there. Dude can't even walk or talk or what. I mean, voting's not working. Even if it was working, they're obviously, it's a system. How do you beat the system?
Yeah, exactly. Like these people that vote the same people in constantly. Do you look in the mirror and think, I did a good job for this country? I mean,
Right.
how?
It's one thing to have an opinion, right? But listen to it. Like, there's people that go out there and they literally say, "Well, look what Biden's doing. Oh, Biden's, he's did it, da, 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 da." But I mean, they're completely ignoring the fact that you're paying $5 for gas, and inflation's out of control, and the border is completely wide open, and like they're ignoring all that because what? Oh, but we're going green.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? So maybe it's just priorities. Maybe what's important to these people. And Epstein is clearly not one of them.
Oh,
Epstein is clearly not one of them people that we were concerned about. But I did hear a little bit more about Epstein. Now that we're talking about Epstein, he apparently, I guess this is the theory, the CIA was using Epstein to get all this videotape and recordings from people.
and what are they gonna do with it? Hide it?
No. I think the problem is that they were using it to blackmail people. So the CIA was using it to control. Our government was using Epstein to control everybody else. So if you control the CIA, then you control everyone else. I mean, this Epstein stiff didn't just stick to America. I mean, there were people, high ranking people all over the country or the world. So,
But we're gonna move on.
all right, we're moving right along because this is a greater place to go to. New York City Mayor Adams says it's racist to send illegal aliens to black-run cities.
Come on in. Come on in. We'll just keep you all here. It's okay. We don't gotta worry about it. It's
I don't
racist
know.
to send. Is it racist to send whites to black-run cities? Is it racist to send blacks to black-run cities, or just illegals?
Dude, it doesn't matter what you do. It's just a fail-safe, man. It's just, you're racist. No matter what you do, you're racist. I mean, they really are degrading the term racist because there are people out there that probably are racist.
Oh yeah.
We might even have some in our chats. I don't know. But the point I'm getting at is well, you can freely be a racist. I mean, there's nothing illegal about it, right?
Nope, not at all.
I mean, we can't throw you in jail for being a racist. And see, that's the funny thing too, is like when you think about it, as much as people hate Trump, or as much as people hate MAGA, as much as people hate, they never look at themselves on the same level as somebody might be a racist. But really, they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same exact thing you are.
You're being racist against something. It might not be a color, but you're being racist against something.
They're just choosing a different group. You know what I mean? You're a racist too. You're a hater. Like, it's all the same stuff, dude. If you're a hater, you're a hater. It's just that simple. So I wish these hypocrites, they're hypocrites anyway. I mean, what's the big, I'm not even going to bother because I'm just going to go into another rant. But you can't get away from it, dude. You can't get away from these hypocrites, right?
No, they're mostly all in government.
And that's what I'm trying. Well, but see, there's a difference between lying. There's a difference between lying and knowing you're lying and ignorance. You know what I mean? I always said that. You're ignorant or evil. You know what I mean? Because you're one or the other. If you're intentionally lying, you're evil. It's just that simple. If you're ignorant, by God, explain to me why you believe what you believe. Explain to me what you think, is racist about sending illegal aliens to black-run cities. Okay, then give the city over to white people, and then we'll make it legal or make it not racist. Like,
not racist. It still won't be legal.
Yeah, it'll still be illegal, right? You get what I'm saying? So the whole argument's so stupid, and if you can't tell that you're just being like like I could be a whiny bitch sometimes, but if you can't tell that that's what you're being.
You know where we could send illegals to? That wouldn't be racist.
Mexico.
Their own country.
Oh, right. Well,
Their
yeah.
own
Oh,
country.
in all fairness, too, most of them aren't even coming from
Oops.
Mexico anymore. I think they're coming from all over the
They're
places
coming
now.
through Mexico, but yeah,
Sure, right.
on the southern border. Yeah.
When even the
Well,
laws say,
maybe if we keep them, we can just use this money to give to them.
right. Talk about hypocrites, man. Bernie Sanders calls for government to confiscate all wealth above 999 million.
Bernie Sanders must be worth 998 million.
No, he's not even close to that.
I know, I'm
But
just kidding.
that is exactly my sentiments exactly. And then when he becomes a billionaire, he's like, well, I mean, over 30 billion is probably too much. This is how these people think, dude. This is how they think. And this is what's disturbing to me. And if you ever notice this, like you see these guys with the man on the street video.
What are they going to do with it? What are they going to do with it? Give it to the government?
Right, to spend on what? Those people?
Well, the government has money above 999 million, so anything above that we should take from the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spread it
Give it to
around
who? Give it to who,
American,
right?
the American, the taxpayers. I should say, the
Well,
taxpayers.
you could fix that by just not taxing people 3 times for the same dollar. Like,
Yeah,
I
true.
mean,
True.
it's just so ridiculous for somebody even, let alone Bernie Sanders, even if it was anybody else, for anybody to say this stuff. Like, I get it. Look, I get the humane argument, right?
I know.
When is enough enough? And then when you look at a guy like Bill Gates, right? I don't agree with the way, like, I'm a capitalist. I don't like the way Bill Gates made his money. I don't agree with it. I think he created his own monopoly. He capitalized it. Good for him. He was creative, smart enough to do it. I don't like that. And then look what he's doing now with his money. He's destroying the country with his money. My opinion. But so that's where this argument might come into play. It's okay, this guy's got too much money. I don't even know. He's probably a billionaire, I'm sure, right? Gates.
Oh, I'm
Bill
sure.
Gates.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, in this scenario, I understand it. Anything a billionaire, what do you need to be a billionaire for? I get it. But if you're using your money for good and you're a billionaire, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a tough argument, but I think it's hypocritical, period. Like, I'm not mad at billionaires for making money, but I do understand. What do you need it for?
You shouldn't take money away from anybody that made it legally.
Mm-hmm. Well, I agree, but I'm saying, like, for example, if Bill Gates is worth $1 billion and 950 million of it is in his business, then I'm cool with that. It's in your business. If you're personally taking home $50 million, that should be enough for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's the matter? I made the money. My business made the money. What's the matter what I take home? It shouldn't matter to you. What if I want 14 houses and 16 planes? Who cares? That's my money. I want to do what I want to do.
I get that. Like, I get that. I'm just saying, if you want to go completely moral, like, okay, you should take care of it. It's the same reason, like, I don't buy preachers or pastors that say, well, God gifted me a $2 million home. No, God didn't give you that. Sorry, God lets you have money. You can be rich. There's no problem with that. But I'm saying, when you're using that stuff as excuses, I guess my point I'm getting at is, let's just say bring it into your house. Bring it into your house, right? Let's say your brother lived with you and your family all lived together. Your mom, dad, your brother, and your brother was making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you were working at KFC or whatever. You'd expect your brother to pay some of the rent, right? You expect your brother to help out with food to take care of the family, right?
Right.
For the household.
Right, because you're living there.
Right. You wouldn't say, though, well, you know what? We're all only going to pay, our fair share. You kind of expect your brother to carry you a little bit because you kind of supported him. You were in the family. He got rich, but you supported him. So I'm saying morally, these people made their money off of us. Now, whether it was our fault or not, whether they did good or not, yes. Like I said, this is not an anti-capitalist thing. I think you make your money, you may. But there's an inherent expectation to not be greedy.
So let's just say you live above the poverty line. How much money are you giving to poverty because you live above the poverty line to not be greedy and to bring them up to you? Anything?
Well, I don't make 999 million. It's got to be.
Well, I'm not saying that. I just said
No,
above the
I
poverty
agree.
line.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you. And in that instance, yes, that's where my taxes are going, aren't they?
Not enough of them, obviously.
But are my taxes going there?
Well, that's good, but not your income. The stuff you bring into the stuff that's in your bank account. You're not using to help somebody else. So why just because I make $1 billion, why is it
Well,
inherently
you don't know
for me
that.
to?
But you don't know that. I mean, you
I
don't
don't.
know what I give to church. You
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what people do.
I'm just not you, but I'm just saying in general.
No, and I agree with you. That's why this conversation is difficult because I do agree with you. And this is what I was going to say about liberals because this is where they tend to go. They're all for paying off college debt as long as it's somebody else's money. So
Oh, yeah.
human nature says, yeah, it's
Yeah.
my money. I get to do what I want with it.
They're not taking it out of their bank account paying it. They're taking it
Right.
from taxes that me is paying, and I didn't go to college, and I don't have student loan debt, so why is it my fault?
Yeah. And ultimately, I agree with you, Nate. I'm really just trying to make a connection because that's what these people live on. They live on emotions and they try to regulate greed. You can't regulate greed, although greed is the problem with money. It's not that people have money because if rich people had money and they shared it with other people and they used it to help other people, nobody would complain. But if you own 3 houses like Bernie Sanders owns, and then you're complaining about richer people, you got a problem.
I know when he's not living them, he should allow illegals living there while he's not there.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, that used to make me so mad when I go to second homes. Like I see these second homes and they're like in Colorado in the mountains. And these people, they don't even stay there. They're only there for like 1 month out of the year. I'm like, what are you doing with that house?
You
You know,
did
it
it one
makes
month
me
out of the
so
year.
mad. Yeah, but other people should be living there.
Why?
'Cause it's a
Anyways, we're
waste.
gonna move on.
Yeah, it's a hard one. But anyway, try that. New who, new who pandemic initiative uses listening surveillance systems to identify misinformation and rumors.
We have a new pandemic coming on already, so we're we already got stuff lined up, and we're just gonna let it go whenever. So, but you will never find that on this show. We do no misinformation and no rumors because the WHO Pandemic Initiative have never fact checked us.
Mm, right, right.
Maybe
Because
they're maybe they're not listening. Maybe they're not listening to us either.
they don't, yeah, they're like, well, I'm not listening to these guys. I'm not listening to these guys. But, it's just crazy. This is what it's about. Just like I said with the whole rant, the last, thing, this is really just about the Hunger Games, man. That's what it is. This is a real world Hunger Games. It's all going on. It's about an elite group of people that they have power. They want to keep power. They want more power. They want to invite in the group only the people they want in the group, and everybody else can fight amongst each other for the scraps.
Oh yeah,
That's what it's all about. And we've been living like this for how long now?
long time.
And that's where I think the last conversation comes to play. Because look at how many billionaires do you know are doing good for the country or the people? You
Probably
know
none
what I
of them.
mean? Well, some might. I mean, isn't Musk a billionaire?
No, I don't know. But what's he doing for the country?
Well, he's also from South Africa, right? He's not even really, but
Yeah.
well, he's doing space exploration. He's putting his money into his business. He's buying Twitter for free speech. I think he's more of a net positive.
What is space exploration? What's that? What does that have? What does that benefit almost any
We
American person?
What are you talking about? Because of this climate stuff, we're going to be living in space.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I mean, we got to set up the space stations before we can live there, right?
Not us, but
I mean, are you kidding? Like all those places that all the rich people buy against the water, the water, how it's coming in and their land is going to be less, but
in
they
the
keep buying them.
metaverse, in the
Yeah, but
metaverse.
they keep buying the land that's going to be useless because of the world coming to an end sometime. You know, that stuff. The hypocrites. Hypocrites, dude. Just all hypocrites.
Hypocrites, politicians. I think it had the
We're,
same definition in the
yeah, I mean,
dictionary.
we're all kind of hypocrites in some way. I'm sure we
Probably.
all, even if you say, oh yeah, you should exercise more, and then you walk around looking fat as it, you're a hypocrite. You know what I mean? Like, but anyways, yeah. Either way, it's still the difference between intentionally lying to people and that. See, that's the problem. I mean, when you cross the line between, you know, naivete and evil, I mean, that's really what we're trying to stop, isn't it? Isn't this just a fight good and evil? Like
Basically.
you want
Yeah.
people to be good, and not be evil, even if they're rich or poor. I mean, you could be poor and be good. You could be poor and be evil. I mean, you see it all over the streets. Not everybody in the low income place is robbing stores and taking TVs. You know what I mean? Not every rich person is, you know, keeping the man down. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just good and evil. And I think we should be able to identify evil, call it out, and do something about
Eradicate it. Eradicate it.
Eradicate it. That's a good word. I like that one. That's like for a disease, though. Just like we're going to eradicate this episode. All right, man. Thanks, Nate, for showing up. I hope that one was good because I felt it was a little too more serious than we didn't get to crack too many jokes in this one. But I'm glad you showed up anyway. I'm glad you guys tuned in. Thanks for your comments. Keep them coming. Keep subscribing, liking, sharing with your friends. Let everybody know how cool it is. Get some vets on the show and give us some money so we keep doing this for free. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.